Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. As you all can tell by the title, it's time to mix a drink. We are mixers, we are blenders, and we are trying to create a new flavor of alcoholic beverage that's not available yet. However, who knows when it will become available if it ever does. If it ever does, right? So let's get into this video. So we are going to get our tools, which are our brushes, prepared. Okay, we're gonna get our tools and hold on, I forgot my thing. I always forget something when I'm doing this. There. I always forget something when I'm doing this. Always. I always forget something when I'm doing this. Every single day I forget something, even though I do the same steps every morning. I always forget something. But anyways, we're gonna get into the making of that vodka. We're gonna get into the making of that vodka. But first we gotta start out with a base. You know that the grapes, based off of the type of vodka that you want to make, you know that the grapes has to sit there and the grapes has to ferment in order to become the base of the liquor before you add the flavor. Okay, so this is the grapes being fermented. This is the grapes being fermented. As usual, I'll tell you the products that I use after, but this is the grapes being fermented. This is the foundation, and we're going to apply the foundation to my skin in order to help to be able to blend the grapes with other flavors in order to give it a delectable taste that we can enjoy. Okay? So let's let's get to doing that. The grapes have already been fermented, okay? And now what's happening is we're about to start blending the products together because the grapes have been sitting there for 10 years plus, fermenting away, making that nice brew in order for us to blend the mixture together. Okay, so let's start mixing the mixture together. We want our mixture to be dry. We don't want it to be too fruity, and we don't want it to be too so that's why it's having a hard time to blend out, because I didn't put a lot of the mixture on my skin, because we want it to look dry and still taste kind of like a fermentation area. We just want to add sweets to it to make sure that it tastes really good and it's good to drink. We just want to add taste. We just want to add taste and make sure that we can go ahead without adding preservatives in order to make sure that we get that nice fermentation flavor without adding any preservatives to change the texture of the drink that we are creating. Okay, so because I want that, that's why I'm not going to be going in with any concealer this morning, because I don't want any preservatives. I want absolutely no preservatives. So I'm going to go into a full stack already prepared of flavors and sugars and syrups to create different types of vodka. And I'm going to go in using this. This is the Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. So I'm going to create the drink using this and using all these shades in order to get different types of flavor. So over here, right here, this is the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls. This is what I would call your chaser. And your chaser is a can of Sprite or a bottle of Sprite. This is what I would call your chaser. I'll call the top row the chaser, and I call the bottom row the actual physical drink to be placed in with the chaser, based off of the type of height of level of happy hour you want to get. There are different flavors and different brands of Sprite in order to add to that chaser, in order to get that level of, well, happy hour, go lucky feeling that you want to get. All right. So I am going to go in with the Maru Butter Bronzer in order to get kind of like, we already have it, kind of like a cherry cola mix. We already have cherry cola, and I want that cherry cola taste, but I don't want that. I want that cherry cola flavor, but I don't want that aftertaste of aspartame with cherry cola. Because for me right now, the cherry cola that is existing has only aspartame. And I don't want that aspartame taste in cherry cola. I want to be able to chase and cherry cola tastes like cherry cola and not like froth. Aspartame will taste like froth, meaning for me soapy water. Aspartame tastes like soapy water to me. So I've added in sweet without adding in any preservatives because I want to make sure that there is no aspartame, because some preservatives have aspartame, and that's what I use the bronzer to do in the palette. I added sweet with no aspartame preservatives. Okay, now, now we are going to go into the setting powder in order to create another mixer. We're going to go in the setting powder to create another mixer. So we're going to create a ginger ale like mixer um, that doesn't exist. So we're going to go into the pressed powder to create the ginger ale mixer. Okay? So we're going to set our face to creating a ginger ale mixer because we set our face with the under eye, we set our under eyes with the mixer for the cherry cola to not have any aspartame. Okay? So now we're doing ginger ale to make sure that the ginger ale also has no aspartame. And we already have that portion and that choice, but we want a full large bottle and we want cans. We want cans because we got some teenagers that we got to send to school with the cans, right? And we want to make sure that there's no preservatives in the can because sometimes in the canned preservatives, the aluminum can turn the preservatives into alcohol, and we don't want that for our teenagers. So we have a full bottle that stays at home, and we have the can that comes with us when we go outside. Okay, so that is the ginger ale portion of the mixer. Okay, now we're going to go into the blush, which is the actual drink itself. We're going to go into the blush. We're going to go into this right here, which is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush. You can tell by the name already that that is the actual drink itself. You can tell by the name already. Okay, can I get that in a drink form? Can I get the Happy Glow in a drink form? In order to get that, you gotta put some money into the product, right? So use the product, put some money into it, and set yourself up for success in order to get that drink that you just created the chase for. Okay? So you just created the chase and now you're mixing the drink. Okay? Now, I'm gonna be going into this bronzer right here because I'm creating the actual drink mixer. I don't know what to call that. I've had that happen before in my meals. I don't know what to call this drink because this is not a drink that has existed before. So this is the Rose All Day Petal Glow. I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to compare it to. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. If y'all have an idea out there, let me know. Let me know. Let me know if y'all have an idea what I could call this drink that I'm using as an undertone highlighter instead of on top of the blush. Let me know what you want me to call that version of that drink right there. But as you can see, it brought back a whole lot of glow to my skin. It brought back glow to my skin, and that glow is helping me look much brighter already than probably what I was this morning when I woke up. Okay? So that's what that glow is doing. I'm going to go back under my eyes because I've now taken away what I added earlier, and I'm going to add back just a little bit more in order to make a much stronger drink, kind of like an Alizé. I'm gonna make an Alizé with the same product, however, we're just using much stronger stuff. For those that like to drink very, very strong alcohol, we're gonna make an Alizé by adding more because some of the color was taken out with the light shades. And now we've added back that glow and that brightness in order to give ourselves a naturalness to the skin, but with a little bit more oomph. But I'm having an issue because I'm seeing what now? I'm seeing fuzzies in my drink, and I don't want to see any fuzzies in my drink. It means that my face is not fully blended together. So I'm seeing the fuzzies in my drink. So I'm going to take my foundation brush and what's left on it from what I used just now, and I'm going to blend out all those fuzzies away because I want my drink to be clear. I want it to be see-through, and I want there to be I don't want there to be no fuzzies at all. So let's blend out all the fuzzies in the drink. Okay, now let's create let's create a smaller version of the same drink using the eyeshadow palette. Once again, I would like to thank Maybelline for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much, Maybelline, for bringing your girl into mixing drinks. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maybelline, for sponsoring this portion of today's video, which is bringing in the smaller aspect of the tall drink, the tall girl drink. Okay? And the smaller aspect is coming from this. As usual, I will tell you the products later. This is this palette, and we're going in with these two shades right here. I'm going in with the shade Tonic and the shade Ginger Ale. Okay? So first, I'm going to be going in with the shade Tonic, because I want my drink to have that heavy fizz effect, but I want it to be sweet. I want it to be sweet. I don't want it to be aspartame. I want it to taste sweet. So I'm going to make the fizzing effect with the shade Tonic from the palette, which is this shade right here. So let me dip into the shade Tonic, and I bring my mirror closer, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I can taste test the drink once it's been made before it goes to market. Okay, so there you see, no sugar, aspartame, sugar, sweet. I'll drink all of that down. I'll drink all of this down. This one, I'm looking at it and I'm like, you expect me to drink you with all that fake sugar? I'm not drinking you with all that fake sugar. I'll drink her. I'll drink her. So I want this to match that. Oh, sorry, y'all, I picked my nose. I want this to match that, and I'm going back into Tonic. I'm going back into Tonic. Going back into Tonic. Okay. And I am blending Tonic on my eyes. Okay. And now we have no more aspartame. We have drink with sugar. So we get happy hour with that feel good, look good aspect. Okay. I don't know why I closed that, because I gotta go into ginger ale now. I gotta go into a ginger ale because I want to see if I can top off ginger ale in order to create something different again. Because we already have ginger ale. We already have ginger ale. We've made tonic. Now we want to top off that ginger ale with something even more tart for those that like to drink tart alcohol. So let's add and give something to those who drink alcohol that's a little bit on the tart side. So this is what I like to do to make wearing makeup fun and not become so cumbersome, because the task is so mundane. It gets mundane after a while. So in order to make the task not so mundane, I start making products with the makeup, and I start describing the products that I'm making with the makeup. I start describing the product. And it makes it oh so much more fun for me when I start describing the products. And it makes makeup putting on not so cumbersome or so boring. And with that, that is a full face of drinks created. Now, I haven't placed anything on my lips yet, right? But we want to be able to cap off the look. We want to be able to cap off the look so that we don't wake up so drunk in the morning. We don't wake up so drunk in the morning. So I'm going to cap off the look with either water or not fruits, but some kind of vegetable mixture. So I'm going to go into soda fizz in order to give that little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to cap off the night with a little bit of sparkle going into soda fizz and blending that on my lip. Okay? And now you've capped off the night after having downed a couple bottles and you know you got to get to work in the morning. You've capped off the night with some type of fruit beverage drink. Fruit, mostly vegetable, and you can go to work the next morning and not be able to read the breathalyzer test. And that's how you know that someone's able to handle their liquor. They know how to cap off the night. They know how to cap off the night. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. That is it for the end of this video. Once again, let me go into the products and tell you the products that I use to create several different alcoholic drinks with my face in order to make putting on makeup not so cumbersome as some of y'all seem to think. First product I went in with, this is the Maybelline Superstay Active Wear, and I went in with the shade 332 Golden Caramel. I went in with that as my fermented grape. And then I went in with this full face palette, the Physicians All-Star Face Palette, Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette, in order to create the mixers and the sweeteners for the drink, which is sugar, not aspartame. And then I went in to create a smaller version of the drink with the Maybelline New York Soda Pop eyeshadow palette, shade 110. And with this eyeshadow palette, I created a smaller version, and then I also created a toned down drink in order to help one be able to get to work the next day and not be able to be read by the breathalyzer test, because 'tis the season for the drunks to come through rolling in when they've well pretty much laid down all summer long collecting in order to drink at 'tis the season. So take your time, be safe, water down that drink in your stomach with what? Fruit and veggie juice. However, less fruit, more veggies, because alcohol is made from fruit. So fruits are very alcohol acidic. So be careful. Be very, very careful. Be safe. Stay healthy. However, enjoy happy hour. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Anyways, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next one. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.